Hi class, Professor Graham here. I wanted to welcome you to English 1A. I know that we haven't officially started yet, but the information is available for you. And I wanted to welcome you officially, introduce myself, and kind of walk you through how to walk you through the Canvas class and get you guys started on how best to succeed. So without further ado, I am going to make sure I'm sharing my screen. There we go. All right, let's get started. So here's our home page. At the beginning, you notice there are some announcements. The first one is a welcome letter from me. And the next two are there for you. The first one kind of walks you through how to obtain a Chromebook if you want one. And the other is how to access student support services for anyone who needs those. The next thing I'd like to point out, if you scroll down, is that there are modules. They're probably closed on your screen, just like this. So there are 6 modules, and the best way to get started is to click this arrow here. It says Start Here, Syllabus, and so I just want to show you, each module has several pages in it. Kind of think of it as a chapter, and each module is a chapter. So the first one is the syllabus for you. How to contact me, first of all, is using this inbox here. You can also just click on that link. Here's a link. If we set up a Zoom meeting at any point, this is how you'll be able to reach me. And there's more information on time expectations and whatnot. So take a look at that. And then this will be true of every page. If you click down here on the next button, it'll take you page by page. This, of course, covers your course objectives and your student learning outcomes. That's all from the school catalog. We have course policies on plagiarism. First of all, don't plagiarize. You guys know that already, but you can read the details. There's a drop date list. Late work for this class is accepted up to a week after the due date. However, all work will receive a minus 25% penalty before I grade it. So you don't have to ask for an extension. Everyone has the same due dates. You can turn in late work. You don't need to have an excuse or have any explanation. It's fine. Just go ahead and submit it and I'll grade it accordingly. Just know that there will be a penalty involved in that. That being said, I don't take attendance. This is an asynchronous class, so there's no sick days. There's no attendance to answer for. Just make sure you keep up with the pace of the class and turn in all the assignments on time. Revised work for this class is accepted, especially and encouraged. Frankly, I encourage you all to take advantage of the revision option on formal essays. Once you receive my feedback, then go ahead and revise. You have up to 24 hours to resubmit. And you can read more about that. I run a plagiarism check and an AI check on every single assignment. If it does not pass one of either of them, then it will receive an automatic 0. There's assignments and essays listed here, so do check that out so you can tell what the assignments will be. I'm going over this rather quickly, so to avoid reading you what is available to you. There's an essay template and a paragraph. So there's paragraph and essay formats you guys are learning in this class. Here are those templates. I encourage you to look over them and even perhaps strive to memorize them because that's what you're learning in this class. And if you get those down, you'll get A's on everything, right? Not just in this class, but in other classes too. Here's the grading rubric for all the formal assignments. I would especially focus on A level to see what you're striving for in each assignment. Then you have the feedback from me. And feedback in this class, you have the rubric, which you'll see at the end of every assignment. And then you'll also have it, especially on the essays, you'll get a list of suggested changes. That's when you can revise and resubmit. You're also welcome to set up an appointment to talk to me about anything, right? So just know that all that information is there. And you'll also get feedback from your peers in discussion groups or in discussion forums. There'll be a discussion forum on in every module. I'll go over that in just a moment. So academic honesty, plagiarism again, and then there's even a special AI warning. So just know, we'll definitely read all that on your own. I just wanted to draw your attention to it, so you do read it, and you're aware that there is no AI work accepted in this class, and it will receive an automatic 0. If it happens more than once, we'll have to talk about how to drop the class. So, all right, so then there's a module here for student resources like student discount list and tutor services, library links, and other things. So that's there for you to read on your own. And then your coursework really begins here with module 0. And I want to show you a little bit about the format of each module. They're all formatted the same way. It'll begin with a list of objectives and assignments. And this one is a little bit unique because it still has some tutorial videos, which some of you may need, some of you may not. Maybe you've already completed several classes on Canvas and have been working on online courses for some time. So you might not need this as much as someone who's new to the forum or the format rather. So, and then there's the engagement activity. That is your first official assignment. It is a discussion forum and you'll be introducing yourselves and so on. So get started there. Now I'm just going to I'm going to show you, they're all formatted the same, but this one has everything I want to show you. So first you want to begin, this is how to succeed in the class, right? Is to open up the first page of the module. You have your list of objectives. Read that over. That's what you're working on. That's what you're striving to show knowledge of. Then you have your list of assignments and your time expectation. So take a look at that. You have links to the assignments, and as tempting as it may be to dive right into the quiz, watch the lecture first. That's going to help you answer the questions. So you'll have your lecture at the beginning, you have your objectives and assignments, then you have your lecture. This is some written, and then there's a lecture video. Most of these lecture videos, you guys, are about 15-20 minutes long. They're not super, super long. Take notes, write down the major stuff, and continue with the next button. Read that, watch this little video. I think that's like 5 minutes. So there'll be brief videos and brief things to read, but it's important that you actually learn them, right? And then so on. So this one has several lectures, right? And you'll want to go through. You'll watch the lecture, you'll read the words I wrote, and these are all steps to writing. So this is what you're here to learn. I'm sorry I'm talking fast. I have a limit on how long this video will be, so I'm kind of rushing through, but again, I also don't want to read to you what is available here. And there's a link to the essay format that, again, you can use. You guys will be using MLA citations. You'll be practicing up until the research essay, and that's when you'll actually be graded on your MLA format. You'll learn more about that as you go along. Of course, then there's the revision. aspect, editing, proofreading, and so as you can see, there are many lectures. They're mini, but they're many. There are maybe 3 or 4 lectures to watch in each module. So don't wait until the last minute to do that. Maybe before you go to sleep at night, you spend 30 minutes on, watching a lecture, something like that, taking notes, and pace yourself. But just know that the students that don't do well usually avoid all the lectures, all the lessons, dive right into the assignment, and it end up not succeeding. So we want to avoid that by watching the lectures and pacing yourself. So then you'll have this is actually a discussion post, and you'll at this point have written mini summary and responses. So this will be a continuation of that. As you can see, there's stuff to read and whatnot. These are examples of good answers. So that's there for you. So that's your first discussion post, and then you have your formal assignment. So this is your first actual formal essay assignment class. And you can see here, you'll have to set aside time to get started on this essay. None of this is, I advise to wait until the last minute. So this video is about 30 minutes long. It is set in Yuba City and Marysville, so hopefully you find it interesting. Then you can see here, the assignment has extensive information. You'll want to take your time when reading it. And then after you've read the assignment a couple times, I advise you to go to the files section and look here in the files folder. There are several examples of all of the essays. So you'll want to look up the summary and response, and you will have to dig for them because of the titles of each file. It's alphabetized, and it might not jump right out as summary and response. So here we go. Summary and response here. There's another one. There's another one. So there are at least 3 essay examples for each assignment. And then there's additional information if you need it. So definitely use that files folder after you get an assignment. If you're like, gosh, I like to see an example, well, you have 3 or 4 at your fingertips. So each module usually concludes with the formal essay assignment. Here's the rubric down here below. This will also be helpful if you read it before writing. What I do personally when I was a student is, after I read the assignment, I would look for what is being asked for at the A level and strive for that. So that's there for you both before you write and after, when you get your grade. So again, the way to succeed in this class is to treat each module as a chapter, get it started as soon as possible, give yourself plenty of time, give your all to each assignment. There's always opportunities for extra points. And you'll start to see that I reward excellence with extra credit on every assignment. And again, I'm available to meet with you at any point. So hopefully that is a way you feel comfortable getting started. And you know me a little bit. Sorry, this is a little stuttery, but I'm doing 2 things at once. So there you go, you guys. Welcome to English 1A. I'm so glad you're here, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.